Suckup, the man tasked with getting this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Play fake. Winston. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, Winston. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston, left side, he finds Pierce. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Etienne and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Now Winston on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive, not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. In this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off the play fake, Winston. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Carolina!
I think it's
fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slam route, and the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat, and then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, 58 yards. And the Browns have retaken the lead. So the points coming fast and furious in this opening quarter. Whoa.
Yeah, both defenses, they're looking pretty exploited right now with the way these offenses are attacking.
And it'll be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he returns this to the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. That ball caught by Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Right it in there every now and then.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Stafford throws this one right side to Pascal. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tony Pollard, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Austin left side. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. On 1st down, it's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Real right, real right.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
10.
Here's Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Zach Pascal, 40 yards. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. At their own 19-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drop.
And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
On second and very short, Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now it's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On first down, Stafford here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Dancing to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Randy Gregory coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Third and long for Winston. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Meanwhile, Winston's throw brought in by Austin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Throwing again on second down. Winston. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, it's Winston. Hard throw, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Winston to throw for it on 4. Got a man, Slayton. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. First down, Winston. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Alec Pierce with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford, incomplete, right side to Cook. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Play action, Stafford. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to have a Browns first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Taken in by Pascal out left. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Stafford on first down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the markers. He'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
This time, the extra point up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Panthers 14. Ryan Stuckey set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Winston. And he's got Pierce. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now we'll throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. ETN bringing in another one. And he is going to lose yardage here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Winston now.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Winston. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now here is another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Panthers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Winston.
That's complete to Pierce.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Open man, here is Cobb. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Winston. And my goodness, another interception. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the end zone, Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Now Austin. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go play action. Winston. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, You're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Panthers are going to take over. Back over 41. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. That's complete to Cobb. And he is going to have the Panthers' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Darius Slayton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Now it's 2nd and 9. Stafford going to throw it. And complete, right side to Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Stafford on 3rd down. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. To the air again, Stafford. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Open man downfield is Cook. He's got him.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Browns, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.